Hi again YouTube, and welcome to a Vulcan project update, 3D Vulcan project update. Now, first of all, before I go on to showing you Vulcan, I want to apologise because I let the project run away with me a little bit over the last week or two. I wanted to show the project in stages. But yeah, last week I just I got on a roll with it. I was enjoying it, and really I wanted to stop halfway through and do a bit more of an update. But I got into the swing of things just too much. So it's now looking a lot different to it did in the last video. So apologies to anyone who wanted to see it, you know, in a prior state to what it's in now. But nevertheless, an update this is, and like I say, he's looking a lot different to how I did in the last video, and it's safe to say that I'm quite happy with how he's looking. Right, tell you what, let's just take a look at him. Now he is over here on the exhibition plinth, so I will come across slowly. And here is Vulcan, and as you can see, a lot different to how he was in the last video. So yeah, he's now painted. The last video he was still in the detailing stage. He was a plain body. You know, we could see all the bare brass and plasticard. But now he's sporting the BR green paint job that he does in real life. Now he's looking like this. Just sit up. He's looking like this because, I'll be honest, I was getting really peed off with the brass and the working with the fine detail of it. As you know, I asked last time about any help and support for cutting small pieces of brass. A couple of you suggested the Giron track cutters, and I was all ready to buy a pair and try it. But my mate over the road, you know, he's my go-to guy for tools that I don't have, and he had a look at them and he said, "Have you tried nail clippers?" Now I didn't go rooting around, you know, for our nail clippers that we use, but I did know that somewhere I had a pair that I won in a Christmas cracker last year, and I found them, you know, lurking about in the bottom of a drawer. So I now have a pair of nail clippers in the toolbox because they were extremely handy. If you remember, I was doing the grills down the side and I'd done the first couple, and I was struggling with the rest. But as you can see now, they are cut, you know, cut and added. Now they don't look as neat as the first two on the left, and that's mainly because the ones on the left have actually got like an outer edge across the top, and that's because when I cut that, I had enough grills there, you know, to cut from the end, but as you know, I was running out of grills, mucking the job up, so the last three there don't actually have that nice edge to the top like the first two do. And as I was getting peed off cutting brass, I thought, do you know what, I'm sick of this, you know, I want to get down to the, you know, the painting and you know, making him look good. So I quickly finished off all the brass with my nail clippers, and I just bang, whacked the paint on. It was half primered. Really, you know, I did want to give it a full primer, but impatience and excitement got the better of me. I went ahead with it. I was a little bit worried at first, but luckily, you know, things took and things went together, and it all worked. So Started off with the roof in the grey that he wears in real life. The grey's covered the roof nice. It's covered up my plastic card bonnet there and hinges. I've also now added the exhaust ports here. These are just another 2 grills from that Class 40 Express kit. So that was the only addition to add to the roof. I think I had the horns on, didn't I, last time? So that all had a quick paint of grey paint, a quick lick of that. The horns have had the red added to the innards as per the prototype, which I love that about Vulcan. And then I masked that all off and cracked on with the green. And like I say, it's covered the 3D body well. I was very worried that it might not, adhere to it, but it did. I gave the whole body a really good sanding down with some wet and dry. I haven't got rid of the linear 3D print completely. I mean, if I zoom in there, you can just make out, the linear effect. But that was becoming impossible. The more I sanded down, it just revealed there's more of the same underneath. So it got sanded down the best it could. So yeah, went all over with the BR green. That's about 4 or 5 coats. Didn't use a lot of paint at all actually to cover that. That is rail match BR diesel green. And then once I'd done the green, I went ahead and added the overhead warning transfers that I already had. So we've got them on there now. And then I added the lamp on the back. And then I also added the driver. The driver's in a very nice leaning position there on the windowsill, signalling to his mate. Although my mate David thinks he's trying to escape and climb out. Whilst I'm on about that figure, I did have to chop his legs off to fit him in there. And as a result, if I just go over into the yard, and hopefully this will point out, you can just see there under that car, pair of legs sticking out from under the bonnet. So one at workman there before he goes home, is just fixing a bit of a rattle he heard under bonnet there. See, don't waste anything here on Common Man. And so yeah, so that was pretty much it. The chassis had a repaint from where I did the BR Black Class 08. I've touched up all the chassis, so the red rods and the black running plate. I'll just turn him round. Bear with me a second, hard to do this one-handed. This side is pretty much the same. So it's looking good, A couple of touch-ups to do, but apart from that the paintwork, is pretty much complete. One thing I am going to say about it is I do think I'll change the front grille. Although they are very nicely cut straight strips of plastic card, they are a bit, they're not all the same size, which I could live with, but I do have some brass strips laying around from the Class 40 etched grill sprues, so I'm going to create a new smaller one in brass strip. What else have we done? Oh, the windows. The windows are now glazed. If I just move that camera and you can just, there look, the reflection there on the windows. So I've glazed the windows, and also on the cab rear. Just catches it, look there. And so, that was I got a hell of a lot of jobs done that I wanted to do. Alas, he's not finished. Things left to do now are handrails. I need to add the handrails for the door and some down the bonnet doors. I will get round to doing this. And then the handrails just need a quick touch up with a hand brush. And then once the handrails are done, as I mentioned in my local update, I do need to put a transfer order in because this is going to need some BR logos, the roundels and some white diesel loco numbers. And then I have also got my order in at Narrow Planet for a pair of express Vulcan nameplates. And then he will be finished. Detailing wise, another thing I'd like to add are wipers, windscreen wipers. I have got some, but I need 4. I don't actually have 4 as yet, so I'm going to have to get hold of some windscreen wipers. And then another thing I'd like to try and get a hold of is the lighting system that's on Vulcan. It has the you know, the electric lights that some mainline steamers carry. You know, when they're working on the main lines, they have the electric lighting on. Now my mate David did say you could get these as part of a kit, so I haven't delved into that further. But for now we can carry the lantern there like it has done before. So yeah, that's the Vulcan update. So I'm very happy with how he's looking. I've had him running up and down, and he looks very much at home here on Common Barn. You know, it's gone together a lot better than I ever expected, and I'm really now looking forward to getting all the finishing touches added to him, and then we can throw him into a running session. The next video I think will be a layout update. I really want to concentrate on the layout now. You know, I've done some loco work. I do like to do loco work and then concentrate back on the layout. You know, have a break from each. So the platform in that yard area still needing doing. So hopefully it'll be an update video next, and then some more running sessions. But for now, you know, here's Vulcan. This is how he's looking. I'm very happy, and please let me know what you all think of him. So until the final Vulcan update, I think it will be a finale update, the next one, once I've done all the snaggy jobs, and you know, that's bearing in mind how long, you know, things take to arrive and stuff like that. You know, it should be the final instalment of the Vulcan project. But for now, anyway, yeah, I hope you like him. I do, so let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the final Vulcan instalment. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.